So presumably you're not going to second, Mark?
You need a second.
Need a seconder for the motion.
I'll second it.
Councillor O'Connell, would you like to read the motion out? Councillor Reid?
Certainly. So item 7.1, contract 2, 2018-1242, Orbost CBD streetscape upgrade, stage 2. I so move that Council 1 accepts the tender submitted by JW Vault Proprietary Limited for contract CON 2018-1242 Orbost CBD streetscape upgrade, stage 2, for the contract amount of $1,602,067, excluding GST. 2, signs and seals the contract in the form proposed. 3, approves the transfer of $600,000 from the 2018-2019 Major Roads Renewal Budget to fully fund the project delivered. And 4, resolves that this report, its attachments and all discussions in relation to this matter remain confidential, but the resolution be made public immediately.
Which we are now doing.
Jolly good.
Yep. Speakers.
I'm happy to speak for this.
Yes.
This is, there's been a groundswell of public opinion and support on this from Orbost. I've been receiving many contacts from people to say, get it done, get moving on this. The west side is fantastic, get the east side done, get it done before Christmas. This is going to make Orbost sticky. It's the process to reinvigorate the town, to remove the hazards that we've heard so much of, and it's a great indication of the faith that we as a broader community have in our town of Orbost to invest this sort of money in Orbost itself and the streetscape. Councillors, this is a great outcome. It's a great opportunity for Orbost, and please don't vote against this. If you vote against this, you are going to be voting against the future of this town, and I think that you should be held account if that's the case. Vote for this now.
Thank you, Councillor Reeves. Councillor O'Connell, as a seconder, would you like to add any further comments? Any speakers against the motion? Councillor Ellis?
I'm intimidated a little from Councillor Reeves' thing, but then I think the citizens of Orbost would appreciate the complexities of this particular motion. I reaffirm my earlier comments as to the overcost of this particular project that is going to cost council on $1.1 million on top of the reasonable estimates that were provided. A blowout of cost is something that even the good ratepayers of Orbost cannot condone. I do support the streetscape. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, Mr. CEO, in terms of whether I've released the information I shouldn't have, but I'll keep going in defence of my opposition to this particular project. I believe that the streetscape's needed. It will be a boost for the community and the business community of Orbost. However, at this time, under the issues of rate capping, reduced income for the local government, there is no justification for such a high blowout on initial costs. I also have a feeling that the streetscape probably could have looked at maintaining some of those oak trees that were healthy. I'm concerned that we perhaps could have dug a bit deeper into the knowledge of maintaining those street trees. 35-year-old oaks are not something you come by every day. Councillors, I encourage you to reject this project for good governance. Thank you.
Further speakers for the motion? Further speaker against the motion? There's no further speakers. I will, yes, right of reply, Councillor Reeves.
I'm disappointed to hear from Councillor Ellis. I think it's a sad day that you're voting against investment in towns in our community. I think that the people of Orbost will be disappointed in that. To defer this is only going to make it cost more. It'll make it cost more because it'll go back out, the tender won't be let, we'll have to redo it, and if you want to save the money, it'll be a lesser outcome. The issue of the oak trees, well, councillor, they have been dealt with. We've had arborists, this has been investigated. Maybe you weren't at the briefings we've had ad infinitum. Certainly the information sessions we've had in town, this has been consulted on. We've discussed this. This is an opportunity for the future. just as those people who planted those oak trees 40 years ago thought this is an opportunity, this is what we're doing. This is a legacy for those young people in primary school, in St Joey's, at Orbost Primary School, who will grow up and look at those trees and admire this streetscape. We need to do it. We need to do it. We need to do it and get on with it now. And if you don't vote for this now, councillors, well, shame on you. You know, this is one of the towns that needs the most investment. It really does. It really needs, it's a half done. And that'll be the headlines. Councillors half-bake Orbost. And just, let's get on with it. Let's get this up and get the contract awarded. Please, councillors.
Thank you, Councillor Reeves. That now finalises debate. I will put the motion. All those in favour? 1, 2, 3. Can I have a hands up, please?
Come on, councillors.
1, 2.
You're against it.
So we've got 5, 4.
It's carried. Well done, councillors. You'll be
Carried
thanked.
5, 4.
Against was Buckley.
Alice.
Buckley. Who's against? Buckley.
Motion carried.
Yes.
Alice.
Roberts.
Sorry? Yeah, I've got it. And
Meeting closed 11:37. Thank you for your patience.